Hey guys, Josh Reeves. It's Sunday, April 6th, 2025. Here with you for another show. I don't know how much longer I'll be here though. We are $900 short on our operating costs for the month. We have to raise that by tomorrow or I'm on the street. And yeah, every month I know it comes to this month is the worst month of support we've ever had. And if we don't get a miracle, I'm done. My life's gonna be over. I'm gonna be on the street. There's gonna be no way for me to get my belongings back or get back in this time. I've strung along for. I've been living here for 9 years, but I've been doing this late thing for so long, many years now. Past few years, I think they're just sick of me. So anyway. Do whatever you can do. I asked everybody I tried to have the buy one get one free download thing on Friday. One person participated. I made 9 films this year already. 32 last year. All I needed was everybody that saw the messages I sent or see the videos put on YouTube buy one download. One fucking download. People on YouTube are the fucking worst. I don't know what it is. That's why I quit doing shit on YouTube to begin with. People on YouTube are the worst. People on YouTube never support your work. They never buy downloads. They never make donations. Never. People on YouTube are the absolute worst. And then I see people bitching and complaining about other podcasts. Oh, there's so many commercials. How come they have to have commercials? Because you won't support those people's work any other way. So they have to have commercials, which you then won't support the sponsors. And then that's why people go through so many different sponsors and ads all the time. Plus, so many different ones. They'll have Blue Chew for a while. They'll have MeUndies for a while, whatever. That's why. The only way that sponsors stick around is if you support the sponsors. People think sponsors and advertisers are just bullshit and just free money or whatever for the person doing it. It's not. If you don't produce for the sponsors in the first month, they drop you. You got to find another sponsor. I'm getting real sick of this bullshit. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not a fucking Hollywood fucking movie producer. I'm not a Hollywood fucking. I'm an independent documentary filmmaker. The most prolific one of all time, by the way. No, 62 documentaries. Give me a fucking break. I'm not Hollywood. Yet I'm getting treated like I'm these fucking guys, these fucking people that make these stupid movies like Snow White and all these things. Look, just because you want to revolt against Hollywood and pedos and all that bullshit, fine. That's not me. Treating me the same way you treat Hollywood and Hollywood filmmakers now, that's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's really only started right about the time people were... I blame streaming most of all, is what I think. Because nobody wants to support independent filmmakers anymore. Even if it's not on a streaming service they already pay for. Oh, the people think because they have an internet connection, they should get everything for free and never have to buy anything. Internet connection is the only thing they have to buy. And that's bullshit. The Josh Reeves class of 2025 9-film collection is on sale now. It's only $90. I mean, it's only $10 a film. You get all 9 films I've made this year for only $90 in the in the download store right now. I haven't eaten in a few days because I'm having to save every penny for the operating cost. So I've got, it's kind of weird, like I don't know what you call it. Kind of like a burp. It kind of tastes like vomit. Yeah, because I haven't eaten. Man, I gotta tell you. Anyway, just donate, please. Dayglow76@yahoo.com. Reeves Radio, all lowercase, one word. Reeves Radio on the Cash App. Capital J Josh dash capital R Reeves dash 61 on Venmo. 7894 on Venmo if it asks you for the last 4 digits of my number. And I get sick of people just telling me, go get a job, go get a job. Listen, this is my job. If someone is a plumber and they offer me a plumber, you just tell them, oh, just go get a job. No, this is what I do. This is my life. I'm not some bullshit fucking YouTube guy making shit up and putting it out there and getting millions of views. I'm a lifelong dedicated researcher. I'm the last of my fucking kind. I'm an author, I'm a researcher, I'm a musician. This is what I do. This is my job. Just because you want to treat me like I'm some fucking Hollywood guy because I make films, you want to put me in the same class as these pedos and these other fucking retards and these lefty liberals, fuck you. I'm not that. You eat a fucking dick, asshole. We gotta have a miracle. $900 is what we have to have. Immediately. I need everybody that hears this. I mean every one of you. To buy downloads, contribute something. Even if it's $20. Just everybody contribute something. Those of you that are contributing nothing, you're the problem. You're the cause of this. You can blame me all you want. You can call me all the names you want. You can be mad because I chose in 2009 to not live the fucking slave job life anymore and quit my job at Pizza Hut and do this full time. And it's worked great since then. We even survived through the Obama era. Through the Biden era. I thought things were going to get better under Trump, as a lot of people did, and they haven't yet. And here we are. Things are going to get better for me. Oh, God, I'm so sick in my stomach just from nerves and not eating. Ugh. Things are going to get better. When my friend's business starts up later in the year, I'm going to be raking in the cash. I'll pay one of you back. Just don't let me go under. You want to contribute $900 to keep you from going under? I'll send you the meteorite we were auctioning off. And I'll pay you back double when I can. Just don't let me go under, please. I'll get you back. Promise you that. Well, I was talking about RFK Jr. the other day. I gotta tell you, man, fuck that guy. I'll say it again. Fuck that motherfucker. Kennedys were always criminals. Listen, I gotta be honest. A lot of people probably won't like this. I'm gonna be 100% honest right now. I'm just in one of those fucked up, pissed off moods. Listen, the Kennedys were always criminals. And if JFK wouldn't have got his head blown off here in Dallas in 1963, historically, he'd be looked at in the same way people look at Biden now. That's facts. People trying to act like JFK was some fucking great president. Well, he was a liberal, dyed-in-the-wool liberal. We probably would have had woke shit 50 years before we did if JFK continued to be president. You understand that, right? All the money going to these lefty organizations and stuff, JFK was all about that. I don't give a fuck what RFK Jr. says. It's a historical fact that Joseph Kennedy was a bootlegger who supplied mafia liquor during the Prohibition. That's fact. That cocksucker, brainworm cocksucker, can say all the bullshit he wants now. The fact of the matter is, he just doesn't want the truth to come out that his family is a bunch of crooks and criminals, because he knows when that truth finally comes out, it'll affect him, and it should. Because let me tell you something, RK Jr., he's a crook and a criminal just as much as any of these people. Not just for what he said on Joseph Kennedy. Let me tell you what I saw he said today. Check this shit out. RK Jr. confirmed that he visited families of the young girls who died after contracting measles in Texas, saying, quote, everyone should be vaccinated. First off, those were illegals, which is where these outbreaks are coming from. That's number one. Number two, wait, what? Brainworm boy who said that he lost his voice? I got a vaccine, did this to me. That's what he claims. He claims his voice is like that because of a vaccine. I read his book, The Real Dr. Fauci. He's always been anti-vaccine. I said this to somebody, and somebody goes, oh no, he's never been anti-vaccine. What are you talking about? RK Jr.'s never been anti-vaccine? Are you out of your mind? He said it on podcasts, interviews, everything. He said it a million times. Now he's down here in Texas telling people that everyone should be vaccinated. What? The fuck are you even talking about? He's like these presidents that run a platform on one ideology, when they get elected, they go completely the other way. That's exactly what RFK Jr.'s done. The Kennedys are a bunch of fucking criminals. Everything that's happened to them has happened to them because they brought it upon themselves from their past actions. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to admit that, but it's true. In fact, I'll even throw you one better. How about this? Now, I never thought I'd say this 30 years ago. But time and, doing your own research and your own thinking on things for long enough tends to change your mind about certain things. And here's one for you. JK, he deserved it. Yeah. Oh, that's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't give a fuck who pisses off. That motherfucker deserved it. Now, 20, 30 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that. Now, when I look at the shit he was doing, I go, oh, well, yeah. No wonder. He just didn't give a fuck about the right people long enough, and then he got taken out. He pissed off the mafia and the CIA simultaneously. That's what pulled this card, but even still. The Kennedys are a bunch of crooks. I mean, starting with the patriarch, Joseph Kennedy, JFK would have never gotten elected had it not been for what the mafia did for him specifically in Illinois. He was a criminal president who got elected criminally, and he got dealt with criminally in the way he died. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. There's no two ways around that. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm looking back on it now, and I look back on it now, and I look at all the reasons why. I can actually now get it for the first time ever. I actually get and understand why they shot his ass. He didn't live and wasn't president long enough to do all the bad shit he wanted to do. I mean, there's a lot of right-wingers even during that time, even before he was assassinated, believed he was a communist. And now that I'm looking back on it, I can see why they would have thought that. Because he seemed to have some of those ideologies. So, did you guys hear about... they even played this on the local news here in Dallas. Oliver Stone testifies at JFK task force hearing. Did you guys hear about this? It's really good. Oh, fuck you and your goddamn ads.
Thank you, Chairman Luna, Chairwoman. It's a pleasure to be here. I was here 33 years ago. I was sat in one of these rooms in Washington, and I told the congressmen and women about this movie I just made, JFK. And half of them were wondering what all the fuss was about. It was just a movie. And the other half were passionate in responding to the cries of their constituents that demanded no more national security reasons preventing this from getting to clarity on our president's assassination. The Warren Commission of 1964, as it turned out, got us to second base with a lot of unknowns and, what was that? Obfuscations. And it all got crazier and crazier, sides taken on this and on that. And what happened that awful day? It wasn't clear as to who the heck did this. Killed the president at high noon in Dealey Plaza in Dallas on November 22. And then year by grudging year, we learned in increments a little, but not much more. Often one step forward and two steps back. And now it's 2025. 58 years since Jack Kennedy was killed in 63. Repeat, almost 60 years. That's about 2 generations.
Wait. Stop. What? Your math's off there, fucking Oliver Stone. 58 years? I did a broadcast from DD Plaza in 2023 on November 22nd. And that was the 60th anniversary. That was 2 years ago. That means it'd be 62 years. Not 58 years, you fucking retard. Are you demented and senile or what, Oliver Stone? You fucking commie? Yes, Oliver Stone is a commie. You know what the craziest JFK conspiracy theory I ever heard was? I never believed it for a second because it's total bullshit, but it's funny. The most ridiculous JFK conspiracy theory I've ever heard is that Oliver Stone was one of the shooters. When he was 17. He was one of the shooters when he was 17. I mean, Oliver Stone was in Vietnam. He was in the military, but that was after he was 18. Oh, my God. The fucking 60th anniversary of the assassination was in 2023, Oliver Stone. Obviously, you're not a golfer. Jesus, fucking retard.
Let's say from 1900 to 1960. As a result of the 1992 hearings that resulted from my film, in which I participated, Congress passed the JFK Records Act, which firmly said all the records out unless you have a strong reason to protest our national security. All the reasons, all the records out, which is exactly what this case was, a national security matter. Our president was killed. What is more important than that? Well, the Assassination Records Review Board really tried for a few years till 1998 to get those records out. But they didn't get any cooperation, although mandated by law, from the Central Intelligence Agency, which operated and still operates as a taxpayer-funded intelligence agency that arrogantly considers itself outside our laws. They say things like, "We will get back to you on that," and they never do. Or they give me a day and I'll come up with a reason why this matter is a national security matter, etc., etc. Nothing of importance has been revealed by the CIA in all these years, although we know from other records that there's a illegal criminal activities in every facet of our foreign policy in practically every country on earth. Just to begin, Cuba, Vietnam, Indonesia, Egypt, South America, the Middle East. We could write a whole separate history of our country from the viewpoint of the countries. Yet we do not know and are not allowed to know anything about the CIA's true history of the United States, which is almost, I believe, the real story. There are many people, some in this room today, who do care and remember the details and the clues. There are real people alive with the integrity of a true detective, like that of the fictional detective Sherlock Holmes, willing year by year to track this cold case, to not so much prove it or debunk it, but essentially to know if this so-called democracy of ours has a foundation or a future, a meaning or a purpose for our country, to mean something more than its wealth or its military might, to the people here and all over the world who loved President John Kennedy, who know he really wanted peace in our time. And by that, he said clearly in one of his...
And by that, he wanted communism. That's what a lot of these cocksuckers, when they say they want peace, what they really want is they want fucking communism. They want a world order. Listen, America, that's why they want to bring down America so bad. Don't you understand that? That's why everybody wants to come here. That's why there's illegal immigration problems. Why everybody wants to come to this country. Nobody wants to stay in their country. You ever wonder why that is? What's so great about America? Well, what's so great about America is we are the only country in the world that isn't a complete dictatorship and has some kind of freedom, at least a little bit. Most of it's perceived, but, that's why everybody wants to come here. That's why they want to bring. The only thing standing in the way of the New World Order is the United States of America. And that's why they want to bring us down to get it. And that's period in the story. All right? Listen, guys, that's all I got. I'm starving to death, and I have to raise $900 by tomorrow, or I'm going to die on the street. 18 years on air, 18 years of making films, 62 films, thousands of radio shows since 2007. Nobody's put up the kind of Hall of Fame numbers I do. And nobody deserves to not die on the street more than me. I love you guys. See you next time.